Okay everyone, that was season 3 episode 16 of Lucifer, and the last 5 seconds of that episode I literally just went, oh my god, like it was crazy. Anyway, to recap the episode, there was a storyboard basically depicting Cain's life, or the start of his life, up until the point where he killed Abel. And Lucifer had the idea of, I thought, traveling back in time, which thinking back on my theory last week, I kind of realized I don't think they do that. But Lucifer decided to fly down to hell, get Abel's soul, because Abel is in hell and is getting tortured, and bring it back to someone who is ready to die. Which I think is, I thought was pretty damn cool, and it was such a good episode. We had the whole problem of getting a dead body, or getting an almost dead body, like on the verge of death, and that's whenever Chloe walks in and it's like, there was a bomb explosion, this person was run to the ICU, and Lucifer and Marcus decide, oh, this is when we go work together. So they go to the hospital and they see 2 people. One, Bree, the one that was hurt very badly because of the bomb, and then this 97-year-old man. And Marcus is like, well, we need to go for the 97-year-old man because, you know, life and everything like that, like the girl's too young. So Lucifer brings out his wings, flies down, and as that's happening, Bree, the girl, is dying. Well, she did technically die. And Abel gets a new body, and it's in that girl, and I do have to say, the actress who played Abel, fantastic. I was laughing throughout the entire episode. But after that, we had a glimpse into Charlotte and Linda's sessions, and Charlotte, like she said, is a bit of a control freak, and Linda kind of realized that, and Charlotte bursted out that she, like, didn't want to go back to hell, basically. And Linda asked her, well, what was your hell? And Charlotte wouldn't give that up. She wouldn't give up that control quite yet, but the thing later when she was helping Chloe reach a deal with Bree, oh my god, Abel said something to Charlotte, or, you know, in the room, that Charlotte realized she needs to kind of let herself go, in a sense, and tell Linda and try to get help from Linda. And we found out that Charlotte's loop is her waking up, smelling the coffee, having a nice breakfast with her family, and then all of a sudden one of the people that she should have put away but didn't comes in and shoots her entire family while she just smiles and can't do anything and just has to watch. Which is nuts! It's absolutely horrible, and I feel so bad for Charlotte, even though she wasn't the best person before all this. It's just the fact that, well, one of the things I'm curious about is if we'll have Charlotte know about Lucifer, like really know about Lucifer, really know about Maze and Mendel and that whole deal, maybe later in the season, but I'm not sure yet. Backtracking a little bit to Abel's torture. Abel's torture is her brother coming in no matter what scenario and killing him over and over and over again. And the thing that I found interesting, because we know Marcus so far as a good-ish guy, you know, he is Cain, but we know Marcus Pierce as a good guy. And the fact that he even said to Lucifer at a certain point, whenever Lucifer was discussing, well, if you do die, do you think you're going to go to heaven or hell? And, I mean, Cain is adamant. He's like, I have a clear conscience. Like, he is totally 100% okay with everything he did, and I don't know, it seems like that's true. Just by the look on his face and the way that he was talking, it seemed that it was true. So I hope we don't lose Marcus this season, because I like him, but I'd be interested to see if we do lose Marcus this season, or when we do have Cain officially die, if we are going to see the aftermath of where he is and what he's doing and stuff like that. We also had some little Chloe missing Lucifer throughout the episode, because Pierce asked Lucifer to work with him. Chloe was like, well, that's my partner, you know. She kind of just was a little angry because of that, and that led to Chloe and Dan working together again, and they ran into this nut job, which is pretty funny. And Chloe kind of, it's been peppered throughout the season so far, but Chloe kind of reaffirmed, like, you know, her crush on Marcus, I guess, when she was talking about, you know, that whole situation. It was in the precinct, it was earlier, I didn't really like it. We also had Amenadiel versus Lucifer, because Amenadiel went to go find Abel, and Abel was just going around trying to hit on women, and he didn't realize that he was a woman. And Amenadiel was like, well, you know, you could try to kill yourself, and trying to edging that because Amenadiel was totally 100% against Lucifer and doing his plan. Well, what was his plan? And Amenadiel, and after Abel shot that one Bolivian guy or whatever, he went away, and Amenadiel and Lucifer met up, and there was just like this, that whole situation. Then, quickly after that, Cain is talking to Maze in Lucifer's apartment. Abel comes up, shoots Cain, and nothing really happens because Cain wakes up, and Abel finally realizes that she's not in this loop anymore. He's not in this loop anymore because of Maze. I thought Maze this episode was pretty fantastic. She was so funny, and the way that she imitated Marcus walking was awesome. We also had a big fight between Maze and Amenadiel this episode, and the thing that I find interesting is Amenadiel kind of brought up the reason why most of us, and or what he thinks that Maze was mad about the whole Linda situation. It's like Amenadiel was like, you broke up with me. And Maze was like, it's not that. And I'm wondering, is it just because her trust was betrayed? Is that why? Because, you know, Maze went to Linda, talked to her, and was like, you promise you won't, you know, go see Amenadiel, and Linda promised. Is that the reason why, or is it something deeper? I don't know, maybe we'll find out soon. There was a bomb in the office whenever Abel, and I don't know why I did quotations over, should have put quotations over Bree. Bree, Lucifer, and Chloe go up to the office, and Abel puts her thumb right on the fingerprint scanner thing, and there was a bomb initiated, all this stuff, and Lucifer in that moment kind of realizes that Chloe is in real danger. And I love the exchange over the phone between Dan, Marcus, Chloe, Lucifer. I like that exchange because a lot of them were talking about two different things at the same time, because Lucifer was obviously talking to Marcus about the whole Abel situation, and Chloe was just thinking it's a regular bomb and all that stuff, and it was tense. And I think in that moment Lucifer realized that Chloe is in real danger because of himself, because of the deal with Marcus. So after the bomb is averted because Marcus was able to tell her what to do over the phone, Lucifer and Chloe had a little bit of a moment because Chloe came to Lucifer, thanked him, and he looked at her with hearts in his eyes and kind of just officially made that decision that he needs to end the deal with Marcus. Then at the very end of the episode, I think the funniest part of the episode, also the like, what the hell part, Abel and Cain are finally separating. Abel's gonna go live his life. Cain has to deal with, he has to figure out a new way to figure this out, because maybe it has to do with Abel and stuff like that. He still has the mark. And Abel just walks onto the street, and then we have Lucifer come down, tell Cain that the deal is off because of Chloe, which I think telling Cain kind of, I don't know if it made Cain realize that Lucifer is in love with Chloe or not, but I'm wondering what's going to happen there. And as they're talking, Abel almost gets hit by a car, walks a few feet, gets hit by a truck, I think, and that's how the episode ends. So no more Abel. I'm guessing straight back down to hell. I don't know, but it was a really funny way to end the episode, and I feel bad for Marcus because he went through all that. He was like, finally, this like golden hope, and all of a sudden it's gone, and like that flashed. And I thought it was so awesome the way that they worked it in, because she almost got hit by a car at the very beginning of he almost got hit by the car at the very beginning of the episode. We almost had that again, and then just straight up hit by a truck. was just about to end the review, but I realized I did not give my likes and my dislikes this episode. My likes were Marcus and Abel. I really have grown to really like Marcus this season just because we're no longer seeing Marcus Pierce, Lieutenant, blah, blah, blah. We're seeing Kane, which is always fun. And the way that he's so blasé about pretty much everything, why did I say it like that, is pretty funny. And Abel, such an awesome character in the fact that Abel is kind of like how Lucifer was, you know, when he initially got to Earth for the first time, just kind of like women, and Lucifer is still kind of like that, but obviously toned down a bit. And I love the up your butt edit that they did whenever I think Lucifer was like, don't say anything to Abel, and then it switched over and Maze was saying up your butt too. That just, you know, fun humor, I guess. And there wasn't any dislikes this episode. I really liked the episode, and I think this trend will continue because Lucifer does not fail to surprise me every single week. Okay everyone, thank you for watching. If you want to see my previous reaction, all you have to do is click the link in the description. And as always, I will see you next time.